Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to the Monday Scoreboard, your morning report. Big weekend in all leagues, so let's switch to the action. Here we go. NHL on Sunday, Carolina 5, Islanders 2, Boston 6 over Florida 2. Florida starting to fade a little bit in that series. Dallas 3 over Minnesota 2. And the Oilers in overtime over the Kings 5-4. Action resumes tonight in the other half of those NHL series. New Jersey Devils at the New York Rangers. Toronto is in Tampa Bay again. Vegas at Winnipeg. And the late game, Colorado at Seattle. Tuesday, Islanders at Carolina, Minnesota at Dallas, and Los Angeles Kings have to come back to Edmonton to face the Oilers. How do those round one series stand? Oilers and Kings tied at 2 games each apiece. Carolina 3-2 over the Islanders. Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars are tied at 2 games each. Toronto Maple Leafs leading Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1. Colorado, the Avalanche 2-1 over Seattle Kraken. Rangers 2, Devils 1, and the Winnipeg Jets are behind in their series with the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1. Okay, that's it for the NHL. Let's take a look at some of our other leagues that we're following. Look at this. Sunday, Moncton 3 at Halifax 7. So Halifax finally closed out that series. They were the only team in the queue that didn't win that round 4-0. So they're off to play Sherbrooke next. Sherbrooke won the Central Division. Halifax won the Maritime Division. In that 7-3 win, our man, Evan Boucher, former Brockville Brave, did score a goal. In fact, interesting little sidelight. Talked to his billet mom on Saturday, and they had flown to Halifax twice to see him play, and they're going to Sherbrooke next Saturday to see that opener with the Mooseheads. Meanwhile, a little closer to home in the OHL, busload of Brockville fans went to see the local boy, Gavin White. As I said, Gavin just lives 2 blocks away from me. Play the highly favored Ottawa 67. 67's really, really loaded up at January 6th. 7th, I guess, for the O. January 7th, they got Morrison from Hamilton, who was, I believe, the MVP in the Memorial Cup Series last year. So on Saturday afternoon, game time was 4 o'clock. Pete's are leading 4-1 going into the third period. And the Ottawa 67s mounted a unbelievable comeback to pull out a 5-4 win over the Petes. So tonight, Ottawa goes back. They go back to Peterborough tonight. And if a next game is necessary, it will be in Ottawa on Tuesday night. Here's the standings in that round 2. London Knights, they won their series over Kitchener 4-1. North Bay's leading Barrie Colts 3-2. And Sarnia did eliminate the Saginaw Spirit 4-0. And the Petes are still ahead of the 67s 3-2. Going as far west as we can. And Canada only has mainland, so to speak, in that way. Salmon Arms Silverbacks, they won their series over the Vernon Vipers 4-1. And they will open round number 3 against the Penticton Vs. What was a little interesting, a side note for Brockville fans, no, Ryan Gosby didn't score in that game, but his mom, dad, and sister all went out to British Columbia. And while they were there, they saw the Silverbacks win 3 straight games to take that series 4-1. And closer to home, here's what we're waiting for, the Bogart Cup playoff finals. Series open on Saturday night in Ottawa, and the Bears, very impressive 5-2 win over Ottawa. Game 2 was last night in Smith Falls at the Memorial Center. Big crowd there. That's probably the biggest crowd I've seen for a CCHL game since they've moved into that rink. And Will McAvoy shut out the Ottawa Junior Senators as Sean James, big number 10, the league's most valuable player, scored that winner in OT. So the Bears now take a very commanding 2-game 0 lead in that series. Yeah, so Bears are up 2-0 in that series over the Ottawa Junior Senators. I think we saw on that last slide, the series resumes Tuesday night in Ottawa. So that's our report for Monday morning. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back at approximately 8 a.m. again tomorrow with your scoreboard. It's not in the paper. It's here on YouTube.